Well then. So currently, how many people we have? Okay, 8 people. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming. This is the first class that I am going to have in this series. A series because I have started this finance group because the main reason is I wanted some people to do research with me. Okay, and it is difficult to find enthusiastic people or people who know that much who can research. Okay, even I don't know a lot. Okay, I know only the basics, but I really want to go ahead with my knowledge. Okay, so that is why I want to do a research. So since there are lot of companies and lot of things to be done, lot of things to be read, and lot of things to be analyzed, so I cannot do it alone. I need at least few friends who can do it alongside me. Okay, and it was difficult to find people, so I decided to create this finance group. Okay, so that so this finance group so that we means I can train the people who are not trained or who don't know the things so that they can come and help me in my research alongside me. So yeah, this free session is comes with a little bit of vested interest in it. So yeah, that is the thing. But anyway, those who are not and those who don't want to be a part of the research, that is also up to them. They can come and learn for free what how much they want, how means how long they want. Okay. Having said that, let us start the first session today. And I made the very basic presentation with just the terms, okay, so that I will be explaining the terms that will come along with it. Okay, this is the basics of investment, class to empower people. It was just I wrote it like that only. Okay, I'll start with the very basic thing about wealth. Okay, why do we need money? Okay, everyone knows why they need money. Everyone has some kind of interest or other in the life that they want to achieve or they want to fulfill. But the thing is, we'll go with a very basic thing that Chanakya said. Okay, when this wealth is one of the most significant factors in life. It brings you honor, it supports you, and makes you capable of dealing with calamities. Okay, so you see, if there is what happens now, suppose in the COVID times, okay, so many people died and so many people did not get proper treatment. Okay, so and those who had a significant amount of money, they were actually saved. They got the treatment in time, they got the vaccines in time, and they got saved. Okay, but a lot of people died. They died like anything. Okay, and if you see them, then the lower class people who did not have enough wealth, they were the first ones who did not get proper treatment. Okay, so this is what means when they tell that having wealth that makes you capable of dealing with calamities. Okay, then it brings you a certain amount of honor. Okay, you see, uh, people will honor you for many things, but if you're not giving them anything valuable, okay, then they will stop honoring you. This they will stop respecting you in society. Okay, means just a very good example is rich people get loans easily as compared to middle class or is poor people. Okay, that is one thing. And one more thing is money supports you. Okay, even if you have no one in your life, if you have a significant amount of money, you can actually sail through many of the things. Okay, you can actually go and make friends, you can actually travel, you can actually do things for your loved ones. Okay, without money you cannot do anything. Means all of these things you can obviously do a lot of things without money all, but anyway, so what is the need for investment? We can anyway means get money and save it in a bank account. Okay, but why do we need to invest that money? uh, One of the very basic uh, reason to invest the money is inflation. Okay, now this is a in the past few years this word has been discussed a lot on the internet. Okay, if you go to LinkedIn, all the page means there are a lot of posts about inflation, how to beat inflation and everything. Okay, every investment video, every basic investment video where you go, they will always talk about inflation. Okay, so why it is such a big deal is actually while the development is rising in our country. Okay, faster it grows, it will it the faster it grows, the steeper the inflation curve will be, means the faster the rising in price will happen. Okay, means you must have seen in such a small amount of time our this petrol rate grew from 80 rupees to 100 rupees. Okay, it is a sign of inflation. Okay, because petrol price that rose and many more prices rose. Okay, like in a biscuit packet. Okay, the in our office, the canteen, I have seen that the biscuit packet, it was coming just a year ago. Okay, with 10 rupees, whatever biscuits they were giving, now they are giving one or two less. Okay, and with 10 rupees, if they're giving the number same, the size of the biscuits have shrinked. Okay, so this is what called inflation. Okay, with the passage of time, your value of money decreases. Means the amount with which your money can buy things, that decreases. Just a very basic example, like our parents tell us that during our times, this thing cost this much only, and now see the price, it is like hell. Okay, so this is what it is, because with the passage of time, the price of things increases and the value of money decreases. Okay, so currently, what is happening in India, around 6 to 7% rate of inflation is going on. Okay, 6 to 7% rate of interest means whatever you can buy for 100 rupees today, next year you cannot buy the next year the same thing is gonna cost you around 106 or 107 rupees. Okay, and if you want to save that money, okay, if you want to see, if when you keep your money in bank account, it pays you around, a savings account will pay you around 2%, an FD will pay you around 5 to 6%. Okay, so if savings account is paying you 2%, okay, then if inflation is increasing at 6%. Okay, let's just go to that whiteboard. Where is it? Yeah, savings account, this is inflation. Okay, savings account is 2%, inflation is 7%, suppose. Okay, so this will increase a little. Okay, your 100 rupees will become, okay, I cannot write 100 here properly, 102. Okay, but whatever costs 100 today, it will become 107. Okay, so your money won't be able to, so whatever you can purchase with 100 rupees today, that if you keep your back, if you keep it in a savings account, 1 year later it won't be able to buy that same thing. Okay, so suppose you keep it in an FD account, FD, that gives you 6%. Okay, so today what you will be able to buy at 100 rupees, 1 year later it will be 106, and this will be 107. You won't be able to buy those things with the same amount of money. Okay, so this is the reason why we need a basic investment instrument that will have a return that will be more than 6 to 7%. Okay, we need something that has more returns than 6 to 7%, at least around 10% or 12%. Okay, if that much return comes, then only we'll be able to save our money from inflation, from losing its value. Okay, so that is the one of the main reasons why people want to invest money. Okay, second reason, second reason is power of compounding. So it compounding is also a very buzzword in the recent years, and it has become this buzzword because a lot of financial influencers and nearly everyone is talking about it. Okay, so let us, even let me show you how it matters so much. Okay, why compounding is such a powerful thing. Suppose you invest 500 rupees. Okay, compounding means compound interest, that we read back in school. Okay, it was like when you get interest on interest. Okay, still though, for those who are confused, uh, okay, although today you get 100 rupees, if you keep it in a bank account, suppose you get 10%, so next year you'll get 110. And again, next year you will not get interest on this 10, you will get interest on this 102 rupees. So 110 rupees, 10% will be 121. And again next year you will get interest on this 121 rupees, and 121 10% will be 12.1. So it will be around 133. Okay, this is how compounding works. Okay, but the thing is, when the number of years is less, okay, if the number of years is around 3 4 years, you will not see a significant difference. Okay, suppose it is a this 100 rupees is being 133 after 3 years. Okay, it is not a big amount. But if we increase the number of years, okay, the more we increase the number of years in compounding, the more exponential returns we'll get. Okay, the graph always will seem like something like this. Okay, the more the time you invest in it, the more it becomes. Suppose this is a compound interest calculator I got from HDFC Life. Okay, suppose I invest five. Let's do 1,000. Okay, suppose I invest 1,000 rupees today. Okay, and let us keep it. And suppose I invest it for 30 years. 30 years. Okay, and I expect a rate of interest rate of 10%. Okay, so my 1,000 rupees becomes my 1,000 rupees becomes 19,000 rupees. Okay. I'll show you the power of compounding. I'll show you how much time actually affects compounding. See the difference between how much I took 30 years. Okay. This is the 29th year and this is the 30th year. Okay. This is 17,000 and this is 18,000, 19,000. Okay. This is more than 2,000. Okay. Around 2,500. It is affecting if your investment is 1,000. Okay. It is this is not very significant. Let me increase to 1 lakh. Okay. And you have a 1 lakh investment. Okay. See, if you invest 1 lakh for 30 years with a interest rate of 10% per year. Okay. So what happens at the 29th year? It is 17 lakh 95,000, and at the 30th year it is 19 lakh 83,000. Okay, so nearly 2.5 2.5. Okay, no, nearly 2 lakhs of your difference is coming. Okay, when you in just 1 year. Okay, just 1 year and nearly 2 lakhs of difference is coming. Okay, and that is what compounding does. As more the time increases, the steeper the graph becomes, the more exponentially things grow. Okay, so this is the reason why people generally want to invest for longer terms. Okay, the longer you invest, the more your wealth grows. Okay, and the more time becomes important. Okay, suppose, and this is the reason why people also suggest that start investing as early as possible. Okay, because you see, whatever you have 1 lakh today, that 1 year of difference can lose you 2 lakh. Okay, at the end 2 lakhs it can lose you. Okay, so this is why the time becomes important when it comes to investing. So it is always suggested start as early as possible. If you start 3 years after this today. Okay, so what could have been 19 lakhs, it will become 14 lakhs. Okay, there will be a 5 lakhs difference. Okay, you will lose 5 lakhs. Okay, so that is what, and you're not anyway going, going to lose it really, but it is what could have been 19 lakhs, you will just stuck at 14 lakhs. Okay, you won't get that 5 lakh of what uh, what it is said, that benefit. Okay, then I'll give you a very simple example. One more, let's take one more. If you invest 500 today and every month you keep investing 500. Okay, do the same for 8 years, and do this and keep and after 8 years you just leave it for entirely 40 years. Okay, till the time you retire. Okay, so what started with 500 and every day every month you are spending, means you're investing 500, and 500 is not a very big amount if you compare to today's date. Okay, uh, two mov- where two cheap movie tickets can come in 500. Okay, and one medium sized pizza or one large sized pizza can come in 500. So every month, if you invest 500 for 8 years, you put 500 and then leave it for entire 40 years. Okay, and after 40 years, you can get an amount. Oh wait, and suppose it gives you 15% rate of interest. Okay, so after 40 years you'll get an amount that will be 1.1 crore. Okay, 1.1 crore of that amount, that much amount you can get with just 500 rupees every month. Okay, but of course the time horizon is very big. Then what is the one very important reason why I want everyone to start investing currently is because the position that we are currently in, okay, our country, India, the position of India is very well, okay. It is really good when you compare to other global economies, okay. Like if you see America, if you see China, those economies are not doing very well, okay. So like the US economy, the growth rate of US economy has declined very much, okay? And because of COVID, also the growth rate of China has declined very much. Japan is a declining economy because they don't have many young people. Europe is kind of a stagnatory economy, okay? And Africa is, however, on the rise. African economies are, but they are at a very nascent stage currently, okay? They are very at baby stages, okay? India is what happening. It is, see, recently you have seen the startup booms in India. Okay, recently you have seen. Currently, we have more wealthy people than we ever had. Okay, even the middle class people in India can afford a lot of things today. Okay, and the size of middle class people is increasing. Okay, means the number of middle class people we have, the people migrating from poor class to middle class, it is increasing heavily. Okay, and the more middle class people spend, the more the economy is going to grow. Okay, and then and the more people will come above the, means they will go above the social and economical ladder. Okay, and the more they go above the ladder, the more the economy grows. Okay, apart from that, more and more people are going towards business. Okay, if you see in the recent years, the freelancing what has become very popular. Okay, many people want to leave the jobs because of the work life balance or anything, and they want to start their own business. Okay, and the number of business the country has, the more it grows, because business is what circulates the money around the country. Okay, so this is what, and there are some also economic steps taken by the government. Like one is the UPI. Okay, with the UPI, the transaction rates are happening very fast. Okay, if people, means just now I was watching this video where the guy was explaining that because of UPI, a lot of time people are saving a lot of time. Okay, and they are, and with that time they're doing a lot more things. Okay, let's just turn off WhatsApp for now. Okay, because of time, they're getting more time. Okay, then there, what has happened, like, yeah, there are things like Make in India campaign, there are things like Digital India. Okay, so things what is happening is more and more foreign companies are investing in India, more and more foreign companies are opening their facilities in India because of cheap labor they're getting. Okay, you see a lot of, so many tech companies are coming to India to open their offices or giving things to, means giving Indian companies to do their service. Okay, what is, and what this is doing is, this is, means this is helping the developers like us to get more money. Okay, the the number of developers is increasing in India a lot. Okay, a hell lot of developers are there, and it will grow more and more as the number of companies will increase. Okay, so while everything is growing like that, it is bound to happen that the country will overall grow. Okay, and it is a chance for us to grow alongside the country. Okay, if we invest in India currently, okay, how we'll invest in India, we will tell you later in future or in this session if possible. Okay, but if we invest in India currently, we'll be able to grow alongside it. Okay, we'll be able to contribute to more towards the economy. Okay, so this is the reason I really want everyone to start investing now if you have not done it yet. Okay. Having said that, let's start. Let us know what we can invest in. Okay. What are the things that we can invest in? So there are some investment options that are available, like FD, FD that gives currently 5 to 6%. 5 to 6. This is 5, not 3. Then there is a what are the debt debt that gives 7 to 8% at present, and some gives 10% also. It goes up to 10%. Then there is real estate. I don't know how much it grows. Okay, I don't have much of an idea about real estate. There's stocks that generally give, if proper stocks or proper stock mutual fund, it gives 12 to 15% rate of interest. Not rate of interest, means returns on your investment. Then what more we have here? Then mutual funds. Okay, mutual funds that are derived from stocks. Okay, I'll explain how mutual funds are related to stocks. These also give 12 to 15% if you have done a proper one, you have taken proper one. And generally they give 10 to 15% or more. Okay, so these are recently we have developed cryptos. Okay, cryptos cryptos and people have gained a lot of money, and we cannot actually, means I cannot actually say how much they have grown. Okay, but I personally, okay, I'll come to the opinions later. Okay, so here what happens, FD, it gives you, if FD doesn't give you enough return to beat the inflation. Okay, it gives the returns enough to stay along the inflation. Okay, debt also, means you see debt, if you can manage with 7 to 8% return, that is very fine. Real estate, however, what happens, you need a lot of money for real estate. Okay, you need at least 1 2 lakhs of money to invest in real estate. Okay, stocks you can start in 500 rupees, mutual fund you can start in 100 rupees. Okay, and coming to crypto is something I don't really like. Okay, and recently you must have heard a lot of crypto scams are going on. Okay, and we really can't predict what happens to cryptos. Akshay Ganesh says something. Okay, haha. Okay, yeah, we really can't predict where the cryptos will go because they don't have any underlying values that we can get out of it. Okay, the coins, and I'm not saying about the technology. Technology, blockchain technology is really going to do something with in the future, but that those coins like the Shiba Inu coins, it doesn't have any value. Okay, okay, so that is why I decided to focus on this stocks and mutual funds. Okay, and these are actually very convenient because with the technology, okay, with the new apps coming, okay, as the technology grew, we have, means the access to stocks and mutual fund has become very easy. Okay, even small, it means even people who if you only have a mobile phone, you can invest in stock or mutual fund. You don't need much. You only need a mobile phone, a bank account, and an identity proof. Okay, that's all you need to invest in mutual funds or stocks. Okay, so currently we have more access to these than ever. Okay, so what are actually stocks and mutual funds? Okay, let us start with stocks. Okay, let us start with stocks. Okay, or equities also, you can say equities. I just probably write, oh, I don't know how to write in this. Okay, here, is it working? No, let's just take this equities. Okay, let's just work with this. If you have seen Shark Tank India recently, if you have seen Shark Tank, or if you have seen Shark Tank of foreign countries also, they always come to ask for money with the exchange of equities. Okay, equities like they say 4% equity will give for 10 lakh rupees, sorry, 20 lakh rupees, or 5% equity for 1 crore rupees. So what does it mean to have equity? Okay, equity or stocks, both are same. Okay, both are nearly same. So suppose this is the company. Okay, this is a company, and we divide it in chunks. Okay, for namesake. Okay, we won't be dividing the buildings or rooms or materials. For namesake, we are dividing the companies. Okay, a company. Okay, so suppose this part is owned by me, this part is owned by Akshay, this part is owned by Pratibha. Okay, so what happening in this company? I am this much. I am this much of owner. Akshay, Pratibha is this much of owner. Akshay is this much of owner. Okay, I have 5%. Pratibha has 3%. Akshay has 12%. Okay, it means I am 5% owner of the company. Pratibha is 3% owner of company. Akshay is 12% owner of the company. Okay, so that is what stock is. Okay, this I have. So if we divide the company with 100 parts, okay, then I have five stocks. Okay, then I have five parts of the company. Pratibha has three parts, and similarly, Akshay has 12 parts. Okay. So what happens in general if we open get a proper number here, Reliance. Okay. Let's take the biggest company in India, that is Reliance. Reliance Industries. What the hell? Oh, it's slow. It will take some time to load. Ah, it loaded. So you see, here they will have okay number of shares. You see, it is like 676 crore number of shares. Okay, so Reliance has been divided like this. Where is the whiteboard? It has been divided like this into six. What was the number again? 676 crores. Okay, crores of shares. It has been divided. And how are these shares given? Everyone has a certificate, share certificate. Okay, like how many shares you own, how many shares that person own. Okay, each share have a share price. Okay, means currently if you give what is the share price, currently if you pay 2500 rupees, you will be owner of one share of Reliance. Okay, so suppose someday you decide to buy the entire Reliance, you have to buy all 676.60 crore of shares. Okay, that will cost you around 17 lakh crore rupees. Okay, if you have that much of money, you can buy Reliance and you can own it. Okay, after that you will be running that business. Okay, so this is what a stock means. Okay, it is a part of the company. Okay, part of the ownership that you're getting. Okay, that is what equity means also. So now you must be understanding what they mean when they say in Shark Tank that we need 1 crore rupees for 5% of our equity. It means they are asking that we'll give you 5% of our company, means you will have 5% ownership of our company, and then instead of that we want 1 crore rupees from you. Okay, so that is what happens. So see, and I'll tell you how valuation works. Okay, this is a bonus thing that I'm telling you for now. How valuation works. Please forgive me for my handwriting. Suppose someone takes 5% rupee, 5% for 1 crore. Okay, if they take 5% for 1 crore, so how much it would cost? 100%. Okay, that will be into 20. It will be 20 crore. Okay, 20 crore. Okay, so this 20 crore is called the valuation of the company. Valuation means it will be the value of company, the value of entire company. Okay, suppose someone is willing to pay 2 crore for 5%. Okay, it means the 100% will cost 40 crores. The entire value of the company will be 40 crores. Okay, similarly someone is willing to pay 2500 for one share of Reliance. Okay, so for entire 676 crore shares, it costs 17 lakh crore. So 17 lakh crore is the valuation of Reliance. Okay. So for small businesses, it is called valuation. When business becomes bigger or they become public or they're listed in stock market, it is called market cap or market capitalization. Okay. This means nothing but valuation. Or the total amount of shares that are there for the company. Okay, that are there in the company. Okay, this is a mathematical formula that is self-explanatory. This is number of shares, the number of shares into this. Okay, into the price. It will give you the total valuation. So you got the thing here. What is stock and what is valuation? Okay, this is a part of a company. So again, when you own a stock, you are owning that part of the company. Okay, so you are ownership of that. You'll get some perks for that also. You get dividends, like they give you a small amount of what they made in profits. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, we talked about stocks. We'll talk about index. Okay, currently I'm talking about index because in future, and I have told everyone whoever comes to me to ask where to invest in, I tell them that start by investing in index funds. Okay, and because I always tell people to start in index fund, I decided to explain what is an index at the first place. Okay, so an index is like a scale. Okay, like a scale. Okay, that we are using to measure the movement of the entire stock market. Okay, okay, let me explain what is stock market before this. Okay, this was one company that we saw. Okay, there are what happens, there are a lot more companies like this. Okay, this was real one company, Reliance, that we saw. Then there is HDFC Bank. Okay, then there is TCS. Then there is Infosys. Okay, then what more is there? Any? Then there is DMart. DMart is also a listed company. Okay, DMart. Then Indian Oil is there. Okay, Indian Oil. Okay, so these are all the companies. Okay, so what happens, companies they decide that, you see, currently if you're seeing Shark Tank, I'll tell you the lifetime of a company. Okay, if they're a startup and taking investment. Okay, suppose today I have an idea. Okay, that I want to create something. Okay, I want to create something, but I don't have money, but I know I can create it. Okay, so what will I do? I'll go to a person who has money. Okay, this person, suppose, uh, I'll go to Akshay. Okay, Akshay has a lot of money. I'll go to Akshay. Tell him that, okay, Akshay, I'll create this thing for you. I'll give you 5% of my equity. You give me 20 lakhs rupees and I'll create this thing for you. Means I'll create a website that will do this much. And whatever happens, you'll have 50% of my, sorry, 5% of my company. Okay. Akshay gives me 20 lakhs. So Akshay is the first person to invest in my company when I had nothing. Okay. So Akshay becomes an angel for me. Okay. He works like an angel because he gave me that chance. Okay. And such people who give money for the first time to the people are known as angel investors. Okay. You must have heard that term called angel investors. Okay. These are one of the people who are called angel investors. Like Akshay was for me here. He became an angel for me who gave me the money which I can start. Okay. After that, whatever money the startups raise, you must have heard in the news that this startup raised this much amount of money, this startup raised this much amount of money. So after that, whenever the startup raises some money, it raises from venture capitalist. Okay, the people who give money to startup. This venture capitalist also go through the same process. Yes, that's an actual term. Angel investor is an actual term. Venture capitalist is an actual term. Okay. So venture capitalists also go through the same process. The startup investor, like here, I will come. Suppose Madhulina is a venture capitalist. Okay. And Madhulina has crores of money. Since she has an iPhone also. So we'll take that she has crores of money. Okay. Sorry, Madhulina, don't mind. So she is my venture capitalist. Okay, I'll go to her and I'll tell her that, see. Akshay gave me money. After I worked on with that money for 1 year. Okay, 1 year I worked. Then what? our websites grew a little. Then I went to VC, which is Madhurina. I show her my website that see this is what I have done, and I think this value is this much. So since Akshay paid me 20 lakhs, I don't want my valuation to decrease now. I will go to Madhulina and I'll tell her I'll give you 2% of my, suppose let's not take 2%, let's make the calculation easy. I'll give 5% of my equity. Okay. 5% of my company, but I want 1 crore now. Okay. So here if he had 5% for 20 lakhs, so what how much it becomes for 100%? 4 crores. Here I want 1 crore. Now my valuation becomes 20 crores. So Madhurina becomes happy seeing my website. She says, okay, take my money, do your website. Okay. Now Madhurina becomes 5% of my company's owner. Akshay becomes 5% of my company's owner. Okay. Akshay is the angel investor. Madhurina becomes my VC. Okay. Now what happens? Now what happens? Suppose, and these are the funding rounds they tell. Okay, these are the funding rounds that happen. A startup goes to multiple funding rounds, okay, to raise money. Okay, this is not one VC. They will approach multiple VCs. They will approach three, four, five VCs. They will approach five, six rounds. They'll go 10, 15 rounds. Even Byju's have God knows how many rounds it has gone. Okay, Byju's, you must be listening that this has raised this much of money, that. Okay, so what happens after some time? Okay, after a particular time, suppose the business has gone 20 rounds of valuation. Okay, 20 VCs have invested, or 20 set of VCs have invested. Okay, they have gone 3 4 seasons of Shark Tanks, they have invested, and such. The 20 rounds of valuation, after what it becomes, it becomes the size of like 1000 crore. Okay, the company becomes 1000 crore size. Okay, now it is very difficult for someone to invest in that company, for a particular person to invest in that company. Okay, it becomes very difficult. So what this company will decide, this company will decide that will go to the biggest person. Now will go to people of India. Okay, or the public of India. Okay, and and there are so much people of India. Everyone, if they give little amount of money, then we'll gather a lot of money and we can use that money to expand our business. Okay, so they go to people of India. So in that is the process when a company comes to stock market. Okay, how it comes? At this last scenario, it happens like the company will come up with something called IPO. IPO means initial public offering. Okay, the public means people like you and me. This is the time when the company starts offering their shares to normal person like you and me. That is when it comes with an IPO. And that IPO, normal people can bid that I'll take this much money, this much share. Okay, I'll take this much share. Normal people can bid. Bidding happens there. Okay, and once this IPO is over and everyone is allotted that share, this company is then listed into the stock market. Okay, now what happens when it's listed in stock market? Okay, this is where things get interesting. Means this is where the world is right now. What happens in stock market? Now our startup, my startup here, my website came, and Akshay and Madhulina got a lot of money because they invested in my company. And now they are 5% partner. Now since I raised 1000 crore from IPO, okay, I got entire 1000 crore rupees from IPO by giving my shares to public. Okay, so since they are 5000, sorry, 5% owner now, so Madhulina gets 50 crore and Akshay gets 50 crore. Okay, because the amount of their share is becomes 50 crore. Okay, now in stock market, it was my company. And similarly Reliance is there. Similarly a lot of company who have come to this process to IPO, they are all listed there. Okay, they are all listed in the stock market. Okay, and what does a market mean? A market means where people can come and buy things. Okay, like a fish market, people come and buy fishes. People come and buy vegetables from a vegetable market. Okay. Similarly, people come and buy stocks from a stock market. Okay. People will come and they will ask me that I will give you this much of money. How much how many shares will you give? Okay. And they will not ask me directly. They will ask two entities. Okay. One is NSE, National Stock Exchange, and one is BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay. These stock exchanges are the stock markets of India. These are the places where stocks are traded. Like we have fish markets in our places where people from everywhere come with fishes, and from everywhere come with money. They will pay their money to this person. They will get fish. Okay. Similarly, people from everywhere come to BSE, or people from everywhere will come to NSE with their money, and they will take shares from here. Okay. They will take shares from here. Okay. Now, who sells these shares? Normal people like you and me. Okay, if I will have some share, I will sell it to other person with the appreciated amount or decreased amount, and that other person will buy the share from me. Okay, these exchanges are just the place where people come and exchange the shares. That is why it is called an exchange. Okay, exchange means the goes from my hand to some other people hand. Okay, or from some other people's hand it comes to my hand. That is why it is called an exchange. Okay, these are the markets, stock markets. So when a company is listed, it is listed in these markets. These can be shown, and these. So how to go to these places? There are apps available like Zerodha, like Grow, and there are apps available where you can go into these websites and you can buy the shares. Okay, this is what is called a stock market. Okay, you understood stock, you understood companies, you understood stock markets. Okay, now what is there? Mutual funds. Okay, this is another interesting topic. What is a mutual fund? Okay, what is a mutual fund? Okay, don't understand anything apart for MF other than mutual fund. Okay, so what happens? See, currently you see one share of Reliance cost to 2500. Okay, one share of Reliance cost 2500. Okay, then let's take one Page Industries. Okay, must have heard about Jockey and Wells. Okay, the company in India who creates, manufactures, and distributes Jockey is called Page Industries. Okay, that company's name is Page Industry. One share of that company cost 41,000 rupees. Okay, so even if a normal person like me buys, hardly he can buy one share. Okay, hardly he can buy one share. And if I have only 40,000 rupees to invest, then I decide to invest in Page Industries, then I can buy only one share. Then I won't be able to buy other companies that are my favorite, like Reliance, like HDFC Bank, or some other company like DMart. I like it because all of my money is gone in Page Industries. Okay. So what happens tomorrow if Page Industries goes down? My entire money will go down. Okay. My entire money will go down. So in that case, how to get saved from that scenario? You invest in at least 4 or 5 different companies. Okay, so that if one company goes down, one of your companies will stay. But what happens now? All of us don't have enough time to find which company to invest in, which one is a good company to invest in. Okay, because finding a good company to invest in takes a significant amount of research. Okay, means you have to check the profit loss statements, you have to check the balance sheets. Don't go with news, whatever you see on news. Don't go if someone gives you an advice. Do always do your research and invest. Okay, so it takes significant amount of research. Okay, and we don't have all that and those time in the world, that much time in the world. Okay, we means developers like me work till 11 in the night. Okay, so we don't have that much time to invest. And, of course, Akshay and Madhulina must be knowing here how much we work. Okay, so what then people like them do? So their mutual funds come to save us. Okay, what they do, suppose there is a, let's take a mutual fund company. Motilal Oswal Limited is there. Okay, Motilal Oswal. Let's take HDFC Mutual Fund. Okay, FC. Okay, So HDFC saw that people like me don't have time to work, don't have time to do the research. Okay, so what they did, they approached me. Okay, they approached me. They told me that you give your money to us. Okay, you give your money to us. We will invest on behalf of you. Okay, and in the exchange, you give us a little bit of fees, like 0.5% of your total money will take. Okay, they approached me. I gave them 10,000 rupees. Okay, I said, take my money. Okay. Similarly, they got 10,000 rupees from me. Similarly, they went to 10 other people like me. They came to Akshay, who just now became rich by my company, 50 crore. They came to Madhulina. And they came to Prativa also, who also became rich by investing in my company. Okay. They take they take 1 lakh from Akshay, since Akshay was rich. Madhulina was rich. They took 2 lakh from her, and they took 50,000 from Prativa. Okay, and they took all this money. Okay, then they approached several people, hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay, and they got all this money. Okay, now since they got all this money, they have enough money to hire experts now. Okay, they will hire 3 4 experts. They will have 3 4 experts who would have studied the markets, who will be experts in market, who will be experts in finance, who can study the companies. Okay, who can study businesses and analyze whether the business will grow or not. They will hire these experts. They will pay them some fees. Okay, what from whatever money they have got from us, they'll keep some fees for them, and these people will invest in the good companies, whatever they find good. Okay, and as the value of those companies grow, the value of our money grows. Okay, and since and what happens, mutual funds won't be investing in only one company. They will be investing in 15 20, or some goes for hundreds of companies. Okay, and when there are so many companies, okay, when there are so many companies, it becomes, it means, it becomes nearly impossible to lose all your money. Okay, because what happens if 2 3 companies die. Okay, if 2 3 companies goes in losses, not all your money won't be drowning. Okay, some of it will be saved, and some of it will grow also. Okay, so this is what called a mutual fund. Mutual, why it is called mutual fund? Because mutually so many people are giving their money. Okay, and fund means fund. Okay, it is a pool of money. Okay, so mutually so many people are investing their money, that is why it is called a mutual fund. Okay, well, with this we'll come to the last topic of today. Okay, the last topic of today, and the last topic is index. Index. Okay, now we saw what is stocks, we saw what are mutual funds, we'll see what is an index. Okay, so as I said, index is a ruler. It is a scale to measure how much the market is growing. Okay, we don't have camera. Okay, fine. It is a measurement of how much the market is growing. So how do they measure? Okay, the most popular index here is for NSE. I told you 2 markets are there. One is NSE, another is BSE, means National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. For NSE, what is the index? It is called Nifty 50. Nifty 50. Okay. Nifty means National 50. Okay. Nifty means National 50. For Bombay Stock Exchange, it is Sensex 30. Okay. Sensex 30. Okay. This 30 is optional. People generally say it's Sensex or Nifty. Sensex means sensitivity index. Okay. Sensitivity index means how it is just like an index. It is going. It measures how much it is going. So how these are used? Since Nifty 50. So as you can guess, it is a list of 50 companies. Okay, and how these 50 companies are chosen? they will divide it into different sectors. Okay, divide the entire stock market into different sectors. Okay, and they will take one top company from each sector, one or two top company from each sector. Okay, and they will create a list of 50 companies out of it. Okay, and those 50 companies, whatever, they will assign one particular number to it. Suppose 100, they'll assign 100, the number 100 to it. So tomorrow, when the stock market opens, some company grew 1%, some company grew 2%, some company fell 3%. Okay, by entirety, so the average of all 50 companies is 4% of growth. Okay, 4% of growth. The average growth of entire 50 companies is 4%. Then this 100 number will increase to 104, and that is how it increases or decreases. If the entire growth goes down to 2%, this 104 will go down to 102. Okay, nearly 102. Okay, same thing happens for Sensex 30. Okay, 30 means 30 company. It is a list of top 30 companies of India. Same this sector of the top 30 companies, and it is measured like this. Okay, I have a chart here. See, Nifty started in, so okay, we cannot know when it started. We cannot know it from here. But okay, here you can see in January 1999, Nifty was at 890.88 level. Okay, that was the number assigned to it. Okay, so as the stocks grew, the number kept increasing because the overall value of the stock is increasing. Okay, now it is at 17,000 points. Okay, so this is what. So index came. Now we will come to the best investment option for a common person. The best option for a common person is index fund. Index fund that is suggested by everyone, including Warren Buffett. It is index funds. Index fund is nothing but a mutual fund that I explained here. Mutual fund investing in the companies that are in this index. Suppose Nifty index fund is a company that will invest in Nifty. Okay, Nifty is in the list of Nifty companies. Those eight companies, sorry, the 50 companies that are there. So a mutual fund that invests in index is called an index fund. So why index fund is suggested all the time? Because you see, the growth of a country is determined by the businesses it has. Okay, because of the business, money is circulated around the economy, and the more money is circulated, the more economy grows. Okay, and the more economy grows, the more business grows. It is a cycle. Okay, it is a cycle. The more economy grows, the more business grows. The more business grows, the more economy grows. Okay, so since we are very much confident that, sorry, since we are very much confident that our country will grow. Okay, so there are 80 index. There are a lot of index. Okay, there are a lot of indexes. These are the common two I'm saying. Okay, so see, since we are confident our country will grow, okay, then we are very much confident that the top 50 companies of our country will grow, because the top 50 companies of our country are contributing a significant amount to our economy. Okay, and and since those top 50 country will grow, those funds which have invested in Nifty, they will also grow. Okay, and since the business will grow, again the economy will grow, and again the business will grow. Okay, so this is what I mean when I mean to say in investing in India. It means we are investing in the growth of India. Okay, when investing in the top 50% growth, top 50% companies that are growing in India, along with our economy, that are contributing to our economy. Okay, why this is suggested to everyone? Okay, if you don't know anything about investing, if you don't know how to research, okay, then if you put your money in index fund na, and if you believe India will grow, then your money will automatically grow, because the entire 50 companies will they it has been seen in the last 100 200 years of history that the index has overall grown. Okay, it has overall gone on a growth phase. Okay, it falls time to time. Okay, time to time it falls, but again it grows even more. Okay, see, like in COVID, it fell like this, then the graph again increased. Okay, overall a country like India keeps on growing. So overall the companies in India will keep on growing. So if you blindly eh, means invest in index fund and leave it for 10 years, your money is 99% of chances there that your money will grow. Okay, it is a blind, means you can blindly invest in it. I can give you guarantee on behalf of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett also says this. Warren Buffett's teachers also says this. Every investor says this, that invest in index fund if you don't know anything. Okay, so if you take one thing from this session, take that, invest in index fund if you don't know anything. Or if you want to start investing, start with index fund. Okay, let's come to questions. I saw some question here. Akshay Ganesh asked, could you show some example of index fund that we could actually invest in? Okay, very nice question. There is a, let's go to ET Money. Okay, ET Money. There is one index fund with using which you can start with 100 rupees. Okay, and I will show you that. ICICI Nifty Index Fund. Yeah, this one, Nifty 50 Index Fund. Okay, what happens here? Uh, they have not given the minimum amount to. Okay, fine. What happens here? You can start your investing your money with as less as 100 rupees. Okay, you can invest 100 rupees and you can start by that, and every month you can go on investing 100 rupees. Okay, as less as 100 rupees. Then there are many mutual funds which you can. Mutual funds are also there where you can find one start with 100 rupees. Okay, then there are funds which give you to start from 500 rupees. Okay, so this mutual fund is there using which you can start with 100 rupees. Okay, now it says 105 on the right. Okay, where it is 105? Oh, it is SIP Flow. Okay. Oh, this website is saying 105. I maybe they have updated the amounts. I cannot open my own account on this because I don't want to publicly show my investments. You see, this is not proper to publicly show the investments. Okay, if you are not, until you are a SEBI registered advisor. Okay, so that is why I cannot show it since I will be uploading this on YouTube. I'll just check how much I am paying. Okay, see, I invest with Grow, and it is saying 100 rupees minimum. Okay, so it is varying time from side to side. Okay, if you invest with ET Money, then maybe they will take minimum of 105 rupees. But anyway, that is not a very big amount. 500 rupees difference. Okay, Madhulina is saying Doglapan. Yeah, yeah. What to say in these companies? But again, this is the cheapest fund I can find. Okay, this ICICI Prudential funds are very cheap. Means starting with, not that cheap, not cheap in that way, but starting with them, their fees are very low also. Okay, but how to invest in? I will say it in another session. Okay, because it has already gone very long. Okay, it has already been 1 hour. Okay, and if I explain more, it will, those who are the first timers in investment, their mind will overflow. Okay, so how to start or how to make a demat account or how to invest in mutual funds, I'll explain in next session. That is most probably going to be next week. Okay. So till then, you have to wait. Samir Jana is asking, so the stocks which come under Nifty 50, is that called index stocks? Yes, those are, if you hear the term index stocks, those are the ones. Okay. Those which come under Nifty 50, or if they're referring to Sensex index, they come under that Sensex 30 index. Okay. Okay. We are open to questions now. Anyone can ask anything to me. Let me just bring it here so that I can show my face to the world. I'll just pin myself here. Okay. So, any more questions, anyone? Apart from this? Say. If you are comfortable speaking, you can speak or you can write it here, okay? Akshay Ganesh saying that was a nice session. Thank you, Akshay. I was actually nervous for this, okay? Because the more people I call, the more I get nervous. And thanks for
Hey
Jan.
Satya, good evening. Ajay here.
Okay, Ajay, tell me.
Yeah,
You
it
ask
was
in.
quite interesting.
Okay, tell me.
Just wanted to know, as you are an investor, might be. I'm not very much sure, but yes, it's look like so. Suppose a salaried person, so how much money he should invest out of his total salary? That should be a decent investment.
You see, that actually depends on how much you can invest, okay? I will
Yeah,
say,
that's fine. That I can understand. It's good for me that how much I can invest. But my question is like, suppose few people does not invest at all. Few people invest so much. But I'm asking like some decent amount of your salary, like 5%, ten
okay,
percent, 2%, like that.
okay. I will suggest invest 10%. Okay, there is this book called uh, this link has been sent by Akshay, 50-30-20 rule of budgeting. So you can follow those rules to budget. Or there is this book called The Richest Man in Babylon, where I read this thing that at least 10% of your money you should save all the time, okay? Like if you're earning for 50,000 rupees, then save at least 5,000 rupees every month, okay? At least, okay? Not less than that. Because if you can survive with 50,000 rupees, it is a very likely scenario that you can survive with 45,000 rupees also, okay? So save that 5,000 rupees and invest those 5,000 rupees, okay? That is what I'll suggest. At least 10% always invest or save.
Thank you, Satya,
Okay.
and thank you, Akshay as well.
Okay. Read that. That this is was something also I've heard, but I've never applied. I always see how much at the end of the month. I always see how much I can invest currently. There's a minimum amount with which I invest, but after that, if some money is left from that month, I invest that also.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Screen recording. I'll take it here. Anyone else with a question? So you understood things, right? If you did not understand anything, I will explain in a brief term here, or else when I upload in YouTube, I'll share the links with all of you. You can just check out them there. Okay, means you can hear it again there, and if you still don't understand, then you can directly ask me. Okay, and other thing, those who are present here, and if you're not a part of our group, if you want, you can become a part of our group. If you don't want, that is also fine. That is not a problem. Okay. I just created a group so that everyone will be in the same page. Okay, there. And I don't remain very active in that group yet, but whenever I'll be reading something interesting or something comes to my mind or there's something interesting I found, I'll be sharing in that group all the time. Okay. Okay, but Pratibha is asking, is there any particular duration for inflation? See, inflation happens every time. Okay, it because more the economy grows, the more development happens, the more e- inflation will happen. Why it happens, I'll tell you. Okay, suppose you have a business. Okay, and you are suppose you are that nail painter. Okay, let's give a very basic example. People paint nails and they take money for that. Okay, if you go to malls, you see there will be tattoo makers, there will be paint makers. Okay, suppose you are charging, okay, suppose you are a tattoo maker. Suppose you're charging 1,000 rupees for a tattoo, okay? Then 1 year later, okay, 1 year later, you won't be charging 1,000 rupees, okay? You will say, okay, my needs have increased now. If I charge 1,050 rupees, that will be better for my need, okay? When you will charge 1,050 rupees, then after 2 years, you'll be charging 1,100 rupees. Okay. Then since similarly after 5 years, you'll be charging 1,500 rupees. And as your expertise grow, you will be charging more, even more. Okay. So no business is there where the where people charge at a constant price. Okay, people keep on increasing their rates. Okay, and when all the businesses keep on increasing their rates, the entire economy price will grow goes up. Okay, like oil prices is a different thing because that is what that is a natural gas, and it is depleting, that is why increasing. But the kurkure price, okay, the biscuit price, it is because the companies are increasing the prices to have more profits. Okay, the entire economy, the price of entire economy is growing like that, and that is how inflation happens. So inflation happens all the time. Okay, anything else? Hmm. Yes, got you. Okay, nice. Just wait for one more minute, and if nothing comes up, and then we'll just conclude this session here. Okay. Till that time, I want to say thank you to everyone. You waited for that time. You listened to me. I was very nervous at first, so I was speaking very fast. But you stayed. Whoever stayed till now, I really want to thank you. I'm actually very grateful. Okay. Uh, it was kind of a good feeling. Okay, means see people like Madhurina and Akshay, they showed up without being a part of the group, and I take it as a gesture that they wanted to support me. Okay, I am really grateful to you guys. Okay, you are really good friends of mine. Okay, then there are Pratibha and Ashirvad who always come to whatever I start. Okay, and that is very thing. Okay, Akshay is saying thanks for the session. Thank you, Akshay, for coming here. Pratibha is saying dhanyavad. Okay, so I guess there's no more question. Madhurina is saying
Um,
tweet.
I wanted to ask something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ashirvad. Ask.
Um, like this my point of view. Like you said, the companies basically increase their prices in order to gain more profits.
Hmm.
So can this can also be a possibility. Like they are doing this to fulfill the needs of their employees, like each and everything on their marketing, let it be their printing costs, everything, each and every service with the passage of time, each and every service they increase their cost. So ultimately, the company which is making a product today of 5 rupees, say, after 5 years or 10 years from now, either they're gonna keep the quality of the product same and decrease the amount of product they were producing per unit, or else they will means reduce the quality of the product. More or less, they have to manage it somehow so that they will be able to provide their consumers also and also to their employees.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
this can be also a reason of the increase or the surge of prices, and which is a result of the inflation.
Ah, this can also happen, no? There is, I just gave you profit because that is a very what easy to explain. Okay, but there can be needs in the companies also because you won't be working alone every day. You need to hire people later on. Okay, and to pay their salaries, you need to increase the prices so that you can afford to pay their salaries. Okay, similarly, okay, the more experts you hire, the more price they charge. Okay, and they need to what pay them also. It's very rightly said. It is to fulfill their needs also they must be increasing the prices. Okay, then one more thing is scalability. They need to scale the business also. So it is up to you though, how you are seeing the companies. Okay, and it is like that. I hope I could answer. Madhurina saying help me make sense of terms floating around without having to go to through lengthy articles. Okay, anyway, Madhurina goes through a lot of lengthy articles because she handles the blogs in our company. Okay. Okay. I think no, not many questions are coming now. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining today. We are concluding our session. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for who are watching this video also. Okay. Yeah, I hope you got something out of it. Do join us for the next session. Okay, next week Sunday I'll most probably try to do the session from where we'll start from where we left here, that we'll start from how to or where to start investing and like that. Okay, with this I'm planning to take it to a little bit higher levels, where you higher levels means I till how much I learn. Okay, I know enough to invest basic things. Okay, so higher levels like how to read a profit loss statement or balance sheet or some ratios. Okay, till that I plan to take it. So if you want, you can join me till then. Okay, so that's it. With this, I'm stopping the recording.